swivel. After the swivel will be your first knot, and then a hook, another knot with a hook, and another knot with a hook. Then below will be your sinker. So this is called the high-low rig. It's actually, I learned it from YouTube. Senko skipper. He actually uploaded it, and I've actually found it very, very useful. So later I will put on what knots to tie. They're actually very, very easy. So as for the tips when tying this, first of all, the distance between each knot is that over here you want it at least 5 centimeters. The next part you want it between each knot you should have around 10 centimeters, and then the below should be around 12 centimeters. Because the reason for this, right, is that so that your rig is not too low at the bottom, your first hook, because most fishes are actually in like the center area when you actually cast out. So assuming that this is a seabed, if you were to have like very little gap between your sinker and the first knot, you're gonna end up around like here, and that's not where you want. If this was a if this was the water line, you want it around here, here, and here. So make sure that you actually have the distance. So this should be your rig, over here your hook, and the other thing is the 5 centimeters, so that the hook can actually freely move around. You don't want it to be just quite near the line area. And also recently I discovered a tip from a regular fisherman at Punggol area. He actually told me that using the smallest hook, use the smallest hook whenever you can. It's because when it's small, yes, you may catch small fish, but in Singapore I think everyone know that we actually don't have much fishes, so I think catching something is better than none. So that's why you want a small hook. So how small? Your hook should be around about 0.5 centimeters to 1 cm. Yeah, the smaller the better. So that's it for this rig. In the next part I'll tell you what knot to tie at which part of the rig, and also a few other tips. So for the yesterday when I went to Punggol, what I caught was actually, first I caught a catfish. Around total was 5 catfishes. Then after that I caught 2 other fishes on this very same rig. So which is why I think that you guys should give it a try. Hi, so this video is actually for those who are not so familiar with Punggol or just started going to Punggol. So this part over here is your jetty. So from the jetty, that is the first point. The other point is you can actually walk down to over somewhere around here, and this is the part that you can actually go for another place to fish. So the difference is, from my own experience, right, this side I have caught, I think, only a few fishes, whereas at the jetty I actually have caught more. And so the timings that I go, and I actually find it very much helpful, is I would go maybe from like 8 p.m. to like 1 a.m., or I will go about 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. Yeah, so this is for the jetty part. Most of the time I try to go jetty, which is why I come at the later hours. But then again, if I come at like 8 p.m., right, there's actually a lot of people at the jetty. It's quite hard to fish when there's a lot of people around, so I actually come later at night, 12 to 5 a.m. then and at that point of time I actually can catch more fish also. So yeah, this is that's it for about Punggol. um the other thing is that at the jetty, you want to, when you actually, if this was a jetty, right, the jetty is in a shape of like a L like this. Then this is, there's some desk over here, then there's a stairway over here also. um I normally will cast like from here to that side, and also the other one is from the stairway to this side. Yeah, that is when no one is around. When people are actually around, I try to stand here and then cast out straight into the sea. But that's when like my sinker is not so useful because it always gets stuck. And um in the next part I'll actually show how most people will actually try to like unhook the hook when you get stuck, and what I actually didn't know before and what I do now. I've also tried casting from here to that side, but I found that that side got a lot of rubbish. So then this side is stuck. Then this 45-degree angle is where there's a lot of catfish. Then over here at the side, that's where people get like, sometimes people get along over here like your squid. Then at outside here, that's where I caught the new fish. That was when tide was high. The tide was so high that like it's almost reaching the level of the jetty last night when I went. So yeah, this is about Punggol. So far, right, I actually tried to get off the hook parts by like trying to like swing up, yeah. Then or like moving to the sides, then see if I can get it off, or just let it sit and then wait for the wave to get it out. So what I actually saw others do was that they actually just point either like this and then they face like backwards and then they try to pull like this, so that you can actually pull out. So I've actually tried that and I actually found it very useful. Hi guys, so that's the end of the video. I hope you like it. Do leave a like and subscribe. I'll actually leave a link, leave a few links in the description about where to actually tie the knots. I'm sure out there you can just search it, but yeah, I'll leave it down below. Thank you for watching.